What's your favorite part of coming to work?
Going home.
Going home. Mine is irritating Joe right out of the gate in the morning. I find that to be somewhat enjoyable. It sets my tone for the day. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna head down. I left some older streets from yesterday to do today, and right now we're doing main surveys, and we do a third of the system each year, and we're in Portsmouth right now. I think I went ahead and did the plastic yesterday. I'm gonna try to keep us in the older parts, just so if we do have a leak, regardless of the grade, you guys can see what the steps are. My father's a retired Maine State Trooper, and I don't think my mother had a job except taking care of me and my sister. And I bet if you'd asked them, that was a full-time job. I know, coming right out of the military, I mean, I never thought I'd get into a union and a utility. I mean, that was back in the day. I mean, that was unheard of. I mean, it was a great thing. The first few years of being on service call, I probably missed at least 5 Christmases with my kids. Them being infants and toddlers, just because of work. I mean, it is the nature of what we do.
You know, the calls in the middle of the night, leaving the house 2 o'clock in the morning and in a snowstorm and not coming back probably till 2 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. It's something that you learn to live with over time, and everybody understands.
Not necessarily like it.
Right.
We just monitor the gas system, running the streets, running main, making sure the integrity of the system is okay, checking for leaks.
He has a vehicle with a unit that detects underground gas leaks. We use a laser methane detector to detect any underground gas leaks that we have. And Chris's job is to go out daily to monitor the system in certain areas that we have. He also does leak resurveys that we've repaired. He'll go back to recheck them. He'll do customer complaints if there's a leak out in the street and the customer's complaining. He'll respond to that, and also emergency response.
Wasn't a big fan of technology, but as time has gone on, this is really nice to have. I can see exactly where the main starts and stops. The main is, what type of main it is. Yeah, we're gonna have to get out here. We were here this winter. So if we look, it gives you a main ID number. It's 2-inch bare steel, and it was put in 1911. When we come into the leak area, the machine will go off, and as we're leaving the leak area, the readings will stop dropping down. So what you typically do is when you're coming through and you hear the alarm or you see the numbers going up, you just pick a spot, reference point. I would say like this door to number 40, and we should go through it. Yeah, probably to the last window. So that gives us a point where we can start pinpointing. One of the things we look at too is that, all right, we've gone down this road, but this is wall-to-wall pavement. So if we have a leak here, where's it gonna vent? It's gonna be hard to go through the pavement. So we gotta worry about whether it's going to the buildings. Can I get in and check this side of the house, please?
Sure. I'll leave it up. I've got to leave in a second.
Well, it's just going to take me a second. I just want to run down and make sure that there's nothing coming in. I don't think there is. what we've done is we've determined that we have a class 1 leak. We have a percentage of gas on the foundation from number 3040 Winden Street. We've made contact with the customer. We've gone in. We've checked to see if there's any gas in free air, which there isn't. We've gone to the foundation and checked to see if there's any readings on the foundation or in the foundation, which there isn't. Any openings, water, the sewer lines, there's no gas penetrating into the wall. So we still have a class 1 leak that needs to be repaired right away, but right now there's no danger of any gas getting into the house. No. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and send one? And what I'll do is I'll try to pinpoint it.
My job is the project leader, damage prevention, dig safe. Chris is very good at what he does. He told me what he had. We've called an emergency dig safe in. I dispatched a crew this way, traffic detail, and when the guys get here, we'll put some holes down and assess what we have.
I do miss fixing them. Don't miss being dirty. I don't miss the pains in my shoulders or my back. Anyone who's done it for a period of time, you can't help but have aches and pains. Whether it's your elbows, your shoulders, your back, your knees. I look at it as though every house is mine and my family's in it. So, I mean, there's a lot of responsibility with it, but I'd want the same if it was somebody coming to find a leak in front of my house. So, you know, it's important. I believe in the product, and it's safe.